Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to share with you some surprising facts about Albert Einstein, the genius physicist that everyone knows. He is famous as the creator of the theory of relativity, but there are many interesting aspects of his humanity and daily life. What are they? Let's take a quick look. Number 1. A passion for music. Einstein was not only a physicist, but also an avid music lover. He especially loved the violin and playing Mozart sonatas. He often said, "If I had left physics, I would have become a musician." Number 2. Sock hater, perhaps surprisingly. Einstein hated wearing socks. He said, "I don't like holes in my toes in my socks," and he tried to avoid wearing socks as much as possible. I think this is something that a lot of people can relate to, surprisingly. Number 3. Weak memory. Although Einstein is considered a genius, he actually did not have a very good everyday memory. He sometimes had trouble remembering phone numbers, dates, and even his own address. He used to say, "Why bother memorizing anything? That's written in a book," he used to say. Number 4. How he used the Nobel Prize. Einstein won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921, but he gave most of the prize money to his ex-wife Maliva. This was part of the divorce arrangement. So he was fulfilling his responsibilities to his family as well as his contributions to science. Number 5. Slow language acquisition. As a child, Einstein was slow to learn to speak, and his parents feared he might be mentally retarded. In fact, he could barely speak until he was 4 years old. This may be evidence that his brain processed information in a different way because he was a genius. Number 6. A taste for sailing. Einstein loved to sail and had his own yacht, but he couldn't swim. He sometimes went out to sea without risk and had to be rescued on several occasions. This may represent his adventurous spirit and his sometimes disregard for reality. Interesting. Number 7. Lack of commitment to his haircut. Einstein's signature messy hairstyle is well known, but he was actually completely careless about his hair. He avoided going to the hairdresser as much as possible because he thought getting your hair done is a waste of time. Number 8. The pacifist side. Einstein was not only a scientist, but also an ardent pacifist. During World War II, he wrote a letter to the President of the United States advising him to develop an atomic bomb, which he later described as the biggest regret of his life. Number 9. Brain peculiarities. Einstein's brain was preserved for research after his death. According to that research, his brain had a different structure than that of a normal person. In particular, the areas related to spatial perception and mathematical thinking were more developed. Interesting. Number 10. Sense of humor. Finally, Einstein had a sense of humor as well as a sense of serious scientific topics. For example, he said, "Life is like a bicycle. You have to keep going if you don't want to fall over," he famously said. So he was always positive. Number 11. A unique way of getting rid of cigarette ashes. Einstein had a peculiar habit of dealing with tobacco ashes. He loved to smoke his pipe, but he didn't like to use an ashtray. What did he use instead? He used the hem of his pants. Einstein was often lost in deep thought while smoking his pipe, and when he did so, he was completely oblivious to his surroundings. He would unconsciously brush the ashes from his pipe with the hem of his trousers. Because of this habit, the hems of his trousers were always covered with scorch marks. Colleagues and students could tell immediately by looking at the back of Professor Einstein's head whether he was concentrating on his thoughts or not. This quirky habit represents a contrast between Einstein's genius mind and his somewhat goofy side in everyday life. It is an episode that shows the human side of Einstein, a man with a brain that can create world-changing theories, but at the same time forgets the most basic of daily routines. This story reminds us that even geniuses are not perfect, and that each of us has our own unique quirks and habits. And perhaps it is such individuality that makes people interesting and attractive. How is it? Einstein is known as the father of the theory of relativity, but he had such a diverse side. Knowing his humanistic episodes, you may feel that the genius was a human being just like us. But let's stop and think about this for a moment. What can we learn from knowing Einstein's human side? First, that no one is perfect. Einstein was indeed a genius, but he struggled in his daily life just as much as we do. This may indicate that each of us has great potential. Second, curiosity is important. Einstein was interested not only in physics, but also in music, navigation, and many other fields. This broad range of interests may have nurtured his creativity. We, too, may be able to generate new ideas by taking an interest in fields outside our own specialty. And then there is the importance of not being afraid of failure. Einstein had many flaws, such as being slow to learn languages and not being able to swim. But despite this, he continued to pursue his passion. This is a message that should inspire us all. Furthermore, we must not forget the power of humor. Einstein never forgot his sense of humor, even while tackling serious problems. The ability to find laughter in difficult situations may be a great strength to overcome life. Finally, a wish for peace. Einstein recognized the power of science, but was deeply troubled by how to use it. We, too, need to constantly consider how our actions affect the world. Einstein's life teaches us the importance not only of knowledge and talent, but also of humanity, curiosity, courage, humor, and responsibility. There is much that each of us can learn from his life. What did you feel from this episode? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if there are any other historical figures you would like to know about, please feel free to request them. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing to our channel, you will be the first to receive our next video. We will continue to bring you unexpected aspects of great historical figures and the life lessons you can learn from them in our next installment. Enjoy! See you next time. Goodbye.